we ended up having the deal after all, right? Like,
Yeah,
I tickle you
yeah.
for 2, you tickle me right
That's
back.
the worst kind of
Exactly.
deal I've ever seen. Let's just
Right?
beat each other
Yeah.
up deal. I was like,
There's
okay.
no winner
I'm
in
all
that
Yeah.
deal.
Hello there, I'm Carlos, and this is Kingdoms, where all your nerdy dreams come true. In today's episode of Kingdoms and Friends, we have Chris, or Commander Mechanic, Corey, or That TCG Guy, and Tuck from the Command Tower. Hopefully you've noticed, but I do try and get a little bit more of a diverse cast here on Kingdoms and Friends. However, sometimes you get a group of big bearded boys like us. Thanks again to everyone that helped us reach 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube. Make sure to follow us across all the socials because we have all different kinds of giveaways and fun things being announced everywhere. If you'd like to make sure we can continue to bring you these awesome gameplay videos, consider joining here on YouTube or checking us out over at patreon.com/KingdomsTV. Also, if you're looking to buy MTG singles online, check out our LGS Game Grid. They ship nationwide and you get 10% off of your order when you use the code KINGDOMS1 at checkout. Our first guest today is actually one of our first guests ever in this series, Chris, or Commander Mechanic. Chris and I started our channels around the same time, and it's been a blast growing in tandem. Chris is one of the best EDH deck builders in our niche. He puts out YouTube videos and shorts multiple times a week and always has a cool take on new commanders. If you ever need some inspiration or help with your deck, make sure to start with Commander Mechanic. Find him on YouTube at Commander Mechanic and Twitter at CMDR Mechanic. Our second guest is Corey, or That TCG Guy. Corey was a part of another EDH group until recently, but is pumped to start his new adventure. Corey focuses on EDH and other nerdy games on Twitch and YouTube. Help him hit the ground running by supporting him across the socials at That TCG Guy and That_TCG Guy on Twitter. Lastly, we have Tuck from the Command Tower. The Command Tower is an awesome EDH-focused blog and podcast. They talk about all things Commander, from reviews, deck techs, and anything else you can think of. They're a fun group and definitely a great listen if you enjoy banter about EDH. Check them out at cmdtower.com and Tuck directly on Twitter at BigTuckTweeting. Alright, let's check out our commanders and our starting hands for our game today. First off, Chris is playing Greasefang Okiba Boss, with a starting hand of a Plains, a Swamp, Iganjo Castle, Land Tax, Nezumi Prowler, Reckoner Bankbuster, and Talisman of Hierarchy. Corey is playing Mike the Dungeon Master and Lucas the Sharpshooter, with a starting hand of Steam Vents, Rootbound Crag, Liquimetal Torque, Mirror Retriever, Talisman of Conviction, Generous Gift, and Universal Surveillance. I am playing Gargos Vicious Watcher, with a starting hand of 3 Forests, Sylvan Library, Lifeblood Hydra, Lifecrafter's Bestiary, and Hydra Broodmaster. Tuck is playing Lonis Cryptozoologist, with a starting hand of an Island, Gingerbread Cabin, Yavimaya Coast, Rise and Shine, Trinket Mage, Trigun Predator, and Tamio's Journal. Alright, let's play some Magic.
I will draw for turn. I'm going to play this Plains, and I'm going to play this Land Tax. And I'll pass the turn from there. Go ahead, Corey.
I'm just going to play this Steam Vents tapped, and then I'm going to pass.
Draw for turn. I'm going to play a Forest and passed, which is pretty bad not having a first turn elf in my deck. Yeah, I know.
Wow.
I have something second turn that hopefully will be okay, so I'll pass the turn.
Here's the problem. If I do what's the right play, I'm just going to become the target arbitrarily.
Maybe it's not the right play then, you know?
Yeah, I don't think it is. I'm going to pass.
So it's not like a turn 1 Soul Ring Mana Rock pass turn.
Look,
I'm known for my called shots on this. So when you say like, oh, turn 1, I don't want to be the target, I know that you're like, I'm not going to play my Soul Ring turn 1. All right, I'm drawing my card. I'm playing a Swamp, and I'm going to play a Talisman of Hierarchy.
Nice.
And I'll pass.
I will untap. I'm going to draw a card. And that play looked so good. I'm going to play this Rootbound Crag, and then I'm going to tap for a Talisman of Conviction.
Ramp. Let's do it.
And then I will pass.
Draw for turn.
Grad.
Let's play a Forest and then a Sylvan Library. I will pass
Even
after
if it
that.
feels good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you called my bluff. there she blows right there. But I actually get to do something with it too. So I'm going to Trinket Mage. I'm gonna go get one of the artifact lands. I gotta figure out which ones I have in here and put it in my hand, and then I'll pass turn after that.
I'll draw for turn. I think I'm taking it a little bit slower this game. I'm going to play this Iganjo Castle. I'm going to run out my first rat of the rat gang. It's my first rat colony. Surprise, surprise, there's going to be many. And then I'm going to play a Reckoner Bankbuster.
I love that card.
Yeah, and it's going to come in with 3 charge counters on it.
I'm gonna go get my Tanglepool Bridge to hand.
I will pass the turn from here.
Untap and draw. So I'm going to play this Hollowed Fountain and shock it in. So I'll go to 38. Pay 3, a green, a white, and a colorless. And we're going to bring out Mike, which just sounds weird.
I'm sorry, didn't you mean
Mike.
Otham,
No.
Guardian? Okay.
No. I meant Mike.
What's up, Mike?
Frat bro. I'm going to pass.
I'm going to draw these 3, keeping them separate and checking them out.
8 life, 8 life, 8 life.
It's free. You got 40 of them. Come on, what's 8?
Do I have any way of shuffling my deck? I guess
take 4.
I guess I do
like,
right now. Yeah, I'm not as intense as most people with this,
Listen,
but
this Trinket Mage is gonna come
it.
in. This Trinket Mage is gonna come in horde.
I know
all
it's
game,
coming
so.
at me. Yeah, I'll play a forest after that. I think I just play a Life Crafter's Bestiary. Leave myself open. Pass the turn.
I'm a big politics guy. I like wheels and deals. That's my favorite part of playing Commander. What's everyone's barometer for that sort of thing?
As long as it's not like super bad game decision, I'm totally for it, you know?
Yeah, I'm a fan of the kind of deals that are like, hey, I've got a curiosity on this 1/1. Will you let it through for a damage so that I can draw a card if I don't attack you with anything else?
Yeah.
Like that kind of
Got
deal.
it. Okay,
100%.
all right. Okay, cool. I made mention about wanting to kill Mike, so I'm going to attack you with this Trinket Mage, and the deal I'm willing to make with you is you can block, or you can just take 2 normal damage.
I'm just gonna take 2. I don't really know. I don't know how this is a good deal for me, but I'm just gonna take it.
It's just a pittance. It's just a taste. I will end up taking 1, and I'm gonna cast my commander. And with that, I will pass the turn.
I'll draw a card for turn. I'm playing this Caves of Koilos as land for turn. I'm going to tap for 2 colorless here and activate the Bankbuster, removing a counter. That's going to draw me a card. Then I'm tapping 3 for a Ghostly Prison. I'll pass the turn from here.
All right, I'm going to draw a card for turn. We will play a forest. All right, we're going to tap 3. We're going to play that there Ristic Study.
Ooh.
The
only thing I'm happy about is that's a better target than my Sylvan Library now. So.
It is. Before I do anything else, I'm gonna play Lucas. I don't think you're gonna want to lose Lonis, so I'm gonna have Mikey come back your way.
We ended up having the deal after all, right? Like,
yeah.
You tickled me right
That's
back.
the worst kind of deal I've ever seen. Let's just beat each other up deal. I was like,
There's no winner in
that
deal.
I'm gonna pass after that, and then become the most annoying person at the table for a little while till this goes away.
I will scry 1 at the beginning of my turn. I'm gonna put that on the bottom. I will then look at these 3 cards. I'll take 4. Put that one back. I will play a forest as land for turn. Yeah, I'm going to play a 2/2 Genesis Hydra. When you cast this, reveal the top X cards. So it is a Hero's Bane and a land. Cannot pay for the Ristic or the Life Crafter's Bestiary, and I will pass the turn.
All right, I will untap, no upkeep effects, and draw 5. And I'm going to play a Wave Sifter. I will investigate twice and then investigate a 3rd time because of Lonis.
Would you like to pay
actually
the
thought
one
that was
for
pretty
Ristic
cool.
Study?
I will pay the 1. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I will pass the turn.
All right, I'm drawing for turn. I am going to once again activate the Bankbuster. 1 counter on it, draw a card, pass my turn. You can't pay for Ristic Study if you don't cast any spells. That's the plan that I'm getting. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna draw a card. I'm gonna play a Talisman of Creativity.
Do you pay the 1?
I almost did. I was like, wait a minute, do I? I will pay 2 for a Liquid Metal Torque, and I will pass the turn.
Untap, scry 1. We saw an elf, but it's sort of a sucky elf.
Not the fun kind you like to write home about, right?
I think we'll leave it there, I guess. Yeah. I'll pay 4 life.
You're paying another 4?
Yeah.
The first time I was mostly just joking.
Okay
Now I'm
with
a little worried.
I'm going to play Gilonra, Collar of Wirewood. I will pay the 1, and I think I'm paying the 1 for the Bestiary. No, I'm not going to draw a card. Pass the turn.
I will draw for turn, I'm gonna play this shit.
Yeah, we need to focus. It's us. I'm sorry. Corey has only drawn one off-ristic. Yeah, that's a good game, Stormgrad. Good game.
Well, I got some good news for you. I think he's about to draw a lot more.
Yes.
I'm gonna play this Academy Manufacturer.
You can still pay for it though.
When this enters the battlefield, these both come on top, right?
Triggers.
I'm sorry.
It triggers Lonis.
So it triggers Lonis when it
Is
enters
Lonis a cast or enter the
itself?
battlefield?
ETB. When a creature
Yeah,
enters
then
the
it's
battlefield.
Because it's CTB, you'll get it. Yeah.
Excellent. I will pay the one then.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast a Trigon Predator. I would have gotten I apologize. I would have gotten a clue off the Academy Manufacturer and then a treasure and a food. Now I'm going to get another clue, one treasure, and then another food to 2.
Can you pay the 1 for this one?
No, I cannot. So you can just ping stuff, Lucas?
Yeah, I can tap it and sacrifice an artifact, and it'll deal 1 damage to target creature and then goad it.
Like this Trigon Predator, for example?
Like that Trigon Predator, for example.
All right, I better get in while the getting's good. All right, I'm going to come in to you for 3 in the air with this Wave Sifter.
I'll take 3.
I will be done after that.
I will untap, and I have an upkeep trigger now since I missed a land drop last turn.
Heyo.
I'm going to land tax. I'm going to go grab 3 basics. Pair of swamps and a plains. Okay, I am drawing for turn. I am going to play this mech hanger as my land for turn.
Nice.
I am activating my Bankbuster, removing the last counter from it, drawing a card, and making a pilot that cruise for 3. Then I'm going to move to my end step with 9 cards in hand.
Ooh,
And I am going to discard this Mukutai Soul Ripper and this Sky Sovereign Console Flagship. And I'll pass the turn.
We will untap. We will draw for turn. I will play a forest, and I'm going to Kadama's Reach. Just do a little ramping. So Island will go on the field, Mountain will go in my hands. Pay a green and 1, and I will play my own Sylvan Library. And then I will pass the turn.
All right, in your end step, I will cast a spell. Cannot pay the 1. I'm going to play Crop Rotation. So anything after you draw?
Nope.
We're getting Nykthos?
Think Nykthos, yeah. Cry 1. Yeah, we'll leave that there, actually. I will pay nothing. Those back. Play a forest. We have Nykthos for 4 right now. Always need more mana in this world.
Never enough.
Never enough mana.
Yeah. There's never enough of 2 things, time and mana.
I will pay 7
I'm trying to think of one
mana.
enchantment.
Cast my commander. Sorry, I need 1 of the mana to be there. For Gargos, and I think I'm not going to pay the 1, because then I'm going to draw 2 instead. Yeah, I'm going to discard an Increasing Savagery that has flashback, and I'll pass the turn.
I'll untap. I have no upkeep triggers. I'll draw a card. 6. And I'm going to attempt to cast the Shimmer Dragon. 5/6 flyer. As long as I control 4 or more artifacts, Shimmer Dragon has hexproof. 2 untapped artifacts I control, draw a card.
That's amazing in there.
So Academy Rector triggers on the stack. So I gain 1 here, 1 here. This will go to 2 here. And then I will also, with my leftover, pay the 1. I'm going to go to attackers. I'm going to pay the 2.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Okay.
Coming into to Greasefang, or to Greasefang's commander. And then I will also come another 3 at Corey in the air.
No blocks from me.
I will target Ghostly Prison. And then with that, I will pass the turn.
At the end of your turn, Tuck, I am going to cast this Village Rites. As additional cost, sacrifice a creature. I'm gonna sacrifice. Actually, I'm gonna pilot the Bankbuster. Turn it into a creature, and I'm gonna sacrifice it.
There's the tech.
Yeah, and I'm gonna draw 2 cards from the Village Rites.
That's
in
really
my upkeep, I'm getting another land tax trigger. So I'm gonna grab Plains, a Swamp, and a second Plains. All right, I will draw for turn. I'll play a Swamp. I'm going to tap 3, paying the extra 1 to cast Greasefang. All right, Greasefang's going to trigger, and Sky Sovereign's going to come out.
I'm guessing it's this one.
So on ETB, it's going to blow up the Trigon Predator. Then I am crewing the Sky Sovereign with my pilot token. Then I'm going to move to combat. Tuck, 6/5 in the air coming at you. And on attack, it's going to deal another 3 damage. So it's going to blow up that Academy Manufacturer.
No, the Wave Sifter is obviously the problem here, right? Like that's the one that I'm not trying to like make you make a bad move here, right? It's the Wave Sifter or the
It's going to blow up one of my favorite creatures of all time. You don't know how much it hurt.
You should tap it in response, right?
Oh, I guess I could, yeah. I'll tap that and a food and draw a card.
It's 6 in the air, but you aren't blocking, right?
Nope.
Okay, well, surprise! This Skull Snatcher is going to jump out of the Sky
Oh
Sovereign.
my god!
And it's only going to deal
Nice.
2 damage to you, but then it's
Yeah.
going to exile 2 cards from your graveyard.
Oh.
Ooh, look at all this
Salted
tech.
Earth, he says. Very good.
I'm going to move to my end step from here.
Pretty good.
And I'm going to discard the Sky Sovereign from my hand along with a few basic lands. All right, you can go ahead.
We're going to un-tippity tap. I'm going to draw 3 cards of the magical variety. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to evoke in this Muldrifter.
And then you're drawing more cards and ramping.
Muldrifter
And then
is
you're
gonna
drawing more
die.
cards.
And then I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to tap Mike, and I'm going to return the Muldrifter back from my graveyard and draw another 2.
Not bad. That's some value.
You want to add even more card draw to this?
I
love
don't
to.
know.
We're going to tap a single white for an Esper Sentinel.
Gross.
All the taxes. Go ahead and tap 2, a green and a blue. And I'm going to play a Kiora's Follower. I'm going to discard
All
this
of them.
Temple Garden. That's all I got.
It's
Scry
gotta
one.
be.
Left it on top, and now I'm looking at 3. I think I won't pay, but I'll stack it like that. So 1 card in hand, pay 2. A third to draw a card with Priest of Titania with the
Nice.
Life Scratcher's Bestiary. I don't think I'm paying at this point. I don't think I can withstand, like, there's so much card draw that I don't think it
matters.
It matters if I can pay, but right now
Yeah.
I'm a little
So
tight.
you're not paying for
I'm not paying for
Ristic?
this one. Nope. We'll draw from the Bestiary. I'll then play Castle Garenbrig as my land for turn. I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will put 4 of it into Castle Garenbrig. So I pay 2 of the creature mana in this Galanra and 1 for Lifeblood Hydra. I'm not paying the extra 1. So he's a 9/9, and this one's one of my favorite ones because when it dies, I gain 9 life and draw 9 cards, or just whatever its power is. So I will draw me a card, and then I will pay 2 mana for Lightning Greaves. I think I put it on the Hydra. Then I'll move to attacks. Oh, I need to
This is
draw
something for
one more
Mike's
card.
button.
I apologize, because I
Oh my gosh.
did Galanra and the Bestiary. So I'm going to attack with my commander at Chris and my Lifeblood Hydra at Corey. I'm still afraid of your Greasefang there.
I'll throw my rat colony in front of Gargos.
You're taking it
I
all,
just took 10.
Corey? Okay.
Yeah.
Second main, I'm
Ooh,
going to put
20?
the Lightning Greaves on the Priest. I will pass the turn.
Okay, at the end of your turn, I'm going to tap these 2 food. I'm going to draw a card. And then I'm going to tap all 6 of these clues. This is all for Shimmer Dragon. And draw 3. Then I'm going to untap, go to upkeep, and draw. I'm going to play a land for turn. I'm going to tap 3 for Farhaven Elf.
Would you like to pay 1 for Ristic?
No. And then I'm going to go get a basic. I'm going to go get a forest.
Yeah, 4th elf, baby. What?
Farhaven Elf triggers. I'll get another clue. I'm going to send my Shimmer Dragon at you, Mr. Commander Mechanic, and then my Wave Sifter at Corey. So I'm going to cast a card. I understand the implications, but I have never gotten to cast this card ever in the entirety of my Commander career.
Wow, what
And I
the
think it's-
build
I
up,
think it's-
man.
I
The
think it's really
build
neat.
up. Okay.
It's a Commander Sphere.
Yeah.
I won't. Yeah. I am not going to be able to pay for anything. So I'm going to play a mechanized production
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
on one of my food tokens. We'll see what happens. That's it for me, though.
Land tax for 2 swamps and a plains, then I'll draw for turn. I'm gonna play a swamp for turn. I'm gonna go right to combat. Sky Sovereign's gonna come in, and the Sky Sovereign's going to shoot the Esper Sentinel.
In response, I'm going to tap Lucas, and I will sack Esper Sentinel, and I will ping.
You could kill
ping
one of their.
Greasefang.
You could effectively kill one of their commanders. Yeah.
All right, so Greasefang will
Go to
choose
Greasefang.
to crew Sky Sovereign.
Ah.
All right, I am going to send Sky Sovereign at Carlos, and we're going to get another attack trigger here to do another 3 damage. And I think we are going to shoot the Kiora's follower.
I will respond with a tapping of a Priest of Titania. So 4 mana, we're going to play Citizen Tactics.
Okay.
This is a 2 mana instant that has Strive for 1 green. Until end of turn, any number of target creatures each get +1/+1 and gain tap this creature fights another target creature. I will...
Are you paying the extra 1 for Ristic?
I'm not, but I am going to Strive twice. And I'm going to choose the Lifeblood Hydra and Gargos. So that'll trigger Gargos twice. So yeah, Gargos, Vicious Watcher, fights up to one target creature you don't control. I will first fight the Sovereign, so that'll resolve last. And then I'll have it fight the Greasefang, and then we'll have it fight the Mike. So Mike does 1 damage to it, then it'll take 4, then it'll take 6.
Mike's a 2/2, just a heads up.
2, 4. Okay, he'll still be alive. I'm going to tap Gargos and have him fight Lonis. So that's Gargos, and then Genesis Hydra can use its ability until end of turn. So and it's currently a 4/3/3. So how it'll work is first a 9/8 will fight Lonis. So he'll take 1 damage.
Lonis goes back to the Shadow Realm.
Then he takes 2 from Mike, so he's taken 3. Then he takes 4 from the Night Boss, so he's taken 7, and he can take a total of 8. And then he fights the Sovereign and dies.
Once we have resolved the fight on Lonis
Okay.
and the fight on Mike, I will then cast this Baleful Mastery.
That card is so sweet. Are you paying the iron price?
So yeah, I'm paying the iron price. I'm paying for the Rhystic Study, but Corey, I'll choose you to draw a card. And we will exile Gargos.
So that'll
Wait, what?
trigger him to fight again.
But that will trigger him again, yes.
Yeah. I'll fight the Sovereign again.
I am going to move to my second main, and I'm going to cast this Rat Colony. I'm going to pay the
It's
1
back.
for Rhystic Study.
I will tap the Genesis Hydra. How big is the Shinobi Rat?
It's a 2/1.
I will fight that one.
I'm discarding a pair of planes at the end of turn.
Draw my 3 cards for the turn. That generous gift is going to go ahead and blow up that there mechanized production.
Man,
Good job.
you guys don't let me have any fun.
Good job.
I'm going to play a Mirror Retriever,
No, don't.
and then I'm going to play a Swiftfoot Booties. Attach my booties to Lucas. Well, that sounds gross, but you know what I mean. I'm going to tap a blue, and I'm going to play a Siren Storm Tamer.
Ooh.
I'm going to go to my end step. I have to discard a bunch of things. We're going to discard a Scrap Welder, a Forest, a Island.
I'll scry 1. I'll play a Forest for turn. 6 mana for Gargos, +2 for commander attacks.
Oh, did you pay an extra 1 for Rhystic on that too?
I will not. I will pay...
Wow. Scumbag.
I'm going to be probably attacking him, so I feel a little bad. Yeah,
So yeah,
Um,
about that, let's before you go to combat, let me know.
yeah, you could go at something, but I'll draw from the Galanra, though. I'm going to play Hydra Broodmaster for 2 green.
You're not paying the 1 for that one either.
I will not, no. So I get 13
But then
mana.
what?
Okay, I will cast Greater Good, so you can respond with that on the stack.
With that on the stack, I'm going to tap Lucas, and I will sacrifice my Mirror Retriever. I will ping the big 10/10 and go with that one. And when Mirror Retriever dies, I'll bring Esper Sentinel back to my hands.
I'm going to Kenris Transformation Greasefang.
Greasefang is elked.
I'll draw a
What?
card. I'm going to sack my Genesis Hydra to draw 2, discard 3. Discard 3 forests, because I have so many of them. I will then Masked Vandal, which is an elf and a Hydra, exiling my Genesis Hydra.
And blow up this Kenris transformation?
And blow up
It's a target. It's a legal target.
Rhystic Study.
No, I'm going to do the boots.
Are you paying 1 for
I will
that,
pay for that one, yeah. And I will play
Yowza.
an Arbor Elf, paying 1 with Lifecrafter's Bestiary. I'm going to equip the Gargos, Lightning Greaves. Any responses?
I do have a response. I'm going to draw 2 cards. I'm sorry. I'm going to tap 2 artifacts and draw a card.
And then I'll move to combat. I will send Gargos at Chris. Am I going to try and kill Corey? Corey, are you going to win? Are you going to win on your next turn?
No, I'm not winning on my next turn.
Okay.
Carlos, you just made him draw 6 more cards.
I paid a couple. I paid for 2 or so.
Yeah,
I should have paid
got
for 1 more. I lose
Not
1
enough.
mana.
2 ramp spells, 1 creature.
I should have.
Wow, he's calling it right now.
I'm letting you know.
He's
I'm
made
letting you know.
So the 10/10 is going at you, Tuck, and the 8/7 is going at you again, Chris. But I'm not sending anything at Corey. Wow, I didn't even realize that.
I'm going to throw this pilot in front of Gargos.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to tap another 2, and I'll have 6. These are all tapped. I'll draw another. Then I'll go ahead and take, what is it, 10?
10 trample, yep. I guess I take the risk to unequip Gargos on the Arbor Elf, untap a forest, and then re-equip it on Gargos. If anyone wants to do anything,
I'll draw 3 cards, I guess.
that's
If
why.
you give me the option.
That's why I started attacking you, Tuck. Is you have the big flyer
you can see this,
that I can't block,
You can see this.
and you have all
You
that.
can see
crap.
my insane pace.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play Combined Chrysalis. So creature tokens I control have flying.
And are
I'm
you
cool
paying the
with it.
1 for Ristic Study?
No. So then I'm gonna play Master of Ethereum.
Oh, he's gonna try to win this turn. Or he's gonna try to kill me.
I'm not paying 1. I'm gonna attempt to cast Rise and Shine Overloaded. Target non-creature artifact I control becomes a 0/0 artifact creature, and I get 4 1/1 counters on that artifact that became a creature this way. So I'm gonna go to combats. I have 58 blind damage because wave sets are still flies.
There's no one. Corey has 2 flyers,
Yep.
so he'll be able to block 2. Yeah, I think
That's the thing,
you'll
I
be
just-
able to kill like 2 people probably. but
Right.
Probably not 3.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have another flyer because that's technically a creature token. So that's definitely coming at Corey. I can promise you that. So I'm gonna go to combat, and then someone's just gonna board wipe.
Instant
All
speed,
this
green
heavy
board wipe. Yep, here it
For
is.
one.
Yep.
Let's hear it.
Yep.
Corey, how many blockers do you have?
I have 2 blockers.
For a fact, all these are coming at you. You don't have any blockers over there, Kingdom, right?
Chris or I have no flyers.
Nothing in the
Okay.
air.
So I'm sending 30 to you, and just be safe, let's make that 33 in case you have some sort of instant speed thing. I apologize. This is not 30. This is 15. 18.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to do over damage to kill us both.
Yeah.
So
18.
you need to send 5 at me tokens at least, and then that leaves you with 5 plus the big flyer at Chris. You need to find 3 more flying damage.
Small beastie. Okay, and then I'm sending Trinket Mage and Farhaven Elf at Corey just to prove a point. Sorry, switch that. I'm going to send the Beast, because this is what we need for Commander Mechanic, right?
25, 30. You need the dragon, 5 tokens, and 1 other thing.
Because this is overkill for you, right? This is
Well, it's
so you need to be
25,
killing
and
these
I'm at
creatures.
24. Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing that, and then I'm doing
So-
this at Chris, and then sending.
If
So
I do,
if you're gonna send overkill at anybody, it should be Carlos, just because Carlos is representing a removal spell.
final question or final answer.
Yes.
I have no blocks.
I have no blocks as well.
I'm going to block the Farhaven Elf or the Fairhaven Elf, and I'm going to take 2.
Okay,
Carlos, any effect?
before damage, I have this Lifeblood Hydra.
Uh,
It says when it dies, gain life equal to its power and draw that card. So I gain 10 life and draw 20 cards and discard 3 cards.
And I am straight up dead.
So I'm going to give you 4 life, Corey, and cast Invigorate.
what?
And
Oh, to target and fight something?
yeah, I'm going to fight one of the flyers.
You need to kill one of these
That's
guys.
all
You kill one of
three
these
of the tokens
dudes
are
'cause it's
5/5.
odd. Yep.
Yeah, so kill that with Gargos. So then I take 4 of them,
And back down to 7. So you still
So
take 20.
20, and then I gain 10. So
You
I'll
take 10.
Take 10. Yeah.
I'm done with my turn.
I'm going to draw my 3 for Sylvan Library.
I thought you had a removal spell too, Chris. And so when you were saying you should probably set the extra one at Carlos, I was like, I'm not gonna say no because you're right. Like I am the bigger threat, but
Well, I'm also trying to push Tuck towards the Carlos is representing more than 24.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. I was fine if
No,
anyone
I-
said it, but I was like, I don't.
Too much thinking.
That's why I did the final answer thing. I was like, final
Yeah.
answer.
I think the play here is to just pass.
Okay, I will scry. I think. No, I don't pay. My life's important right now. I'll draw this 1 card. I'm going to play a Gaia's Cradle as my fancy land. It's all going to be bounced. I think I do play Circle of Dream Druid. And it's going to be, let's just do the Titania. So I have 4 elves. So 4 elves, so 1 floating.
And for Ristic,
Yes. Let's do it at this point. So all that mana for the circle. I'll then attempt to equip the Circle of Dream Druid.
I'm going to tap Lucas and I'm going to sacrifice my Talisman of Conviction, and we will ping the circle.
I will give it Shroud.
You pay the extra 1 for that one.
I will pay the 1. And Gargos will trigger, and I'm going to shoot your Storm Tamer. Okay, anything else before Lightning Greaves?
Nothing.
I will tap the Circle of Dream Druid for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to cast...
Why not make it an elf warrior druid, for God's sake?
So 7 mana. I'll use 2 of it for Uvenwald Hydra. It has power and toughness equal to the number of lands I control, but more importantly, when it enters the battlefield, I get to put any land into the battlefield tapped from my deck. So yeah,
Will you
this
pay one
this
for that one?
I will pay 1. So just get a forest tapped. I'll play a Seasons of Growth and pay the 1. And with that, I'm going to put the Greaves on the Hydra. We'll attack everything at you, Corey. So Vigilance.
What is the total damage coming at me?
26. 27.
What is the biggest thing?
The Shrouded 1010.
All right, I'm gonna stop. We'll Psych Rift.
So this will all go to the other realm.
All right, let's try and replay as much as we can before I discard a trillion things. We'll start with Lightning Greaves.
Would you like to pay the 1?
I don't
God.
think I pay the 1 right now, unfortunately, until I get a little bit more mana. I will then play Arbor Elf, not paying the 1. Then we're tapping the Arbor Elf for a 1. Or sorry, we're equipping it, and then tapping it for Elvish Mystic. And then we'll do the same.
Paying 1?
I'm not paying for any of these. Then we'll pay 1 and 2 for Priest of Titania and equip it. Not paying the 1. I'm going to pay 3 and play Emerald Medallion. I'll play Masked Vandal, and then I'll finally kill the Rhystic Study.
Will you pay for that, though?
Nope. We'll put out a 1/1 Protean Hydra. I will now Guy's Cradle for 5. Play the Circle of Dream Druid and attempt to equip it.
Before you equip it, I'm going to attempt to Path to Exile it.
Yeah, I think you'll get it. Now I will pay 2 into Nykthos, the remaining 2, unfortunately. We're going to put it into the castle, so I have 1 floating, and then I have 6 creature mana. We'll pay 1 creature mana for the Gyre Sage. Then we'll play 2 into Galanra. Wirewood. Nope, I can't play that one. It won't work. And we'll just pay 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Gargos. Then I will equip the Gyre Sage, and I think I'm done. I have to go to discard. Oh, nope, it was going to work because it costs 1 less. So sorry, I will be able to do it. I'm going to play the Galanra before that.
Oh, I see.
Equip it and tap it because this costs 1 less, then end up in the same state, but I get to draw 1 more card. I am done. I'll just discard.
All right, I'm going to pay 1, and I'm going to play Soul Ring. I guess we might as well start building clues up again. I'll play Tireless Tracker, Path of Ancestry, get a clue. Get a clue, dude. I'm going to slightly reorder that. So instead, I'm going to play Adrix and Nev Twin Casters, then play Tireless Tracker, then play my land. So I'll get 2 clues instead. I'm going to pay 2 to evoke Wave Sifter, and then I'll investigate 2 times, make 2 more clue tokens. Sorry, I'll make 4 more to clue tokens, and then I'll pass after that.
I'm looking at the top 3.
Does Carlos have 1 mana available?
Great.
Yeah, I have 1 from Gyre Sage.
Heroic Intervention.
And I don't have that. Well, I should have it in here, but not.
I was going to say, it's got to be somewhere in there, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you have a Guy's Cradle, but you don't have a Heroics Intervention in mono green, there's some... Look, I'm no master deck builder, right? But I just feel like there's some misplaced value.
Yeah, I'm going to play a Soul Ring. Just in case here, I'm going to tap Lucas. I'm going to sack my Liquid Metal Torque, and I'm going to ping Gargos and goad it.
Let's go until your next turn, right?
Yeah, correct. We're gonna.
Oh God! I should have just scooped up when I had the chance.
All right, I will attempt a Withstand Death on Gargos. Gives him indestructible.
What I thought.
And I'll fight Lucas just to make sure he dies.
Oh yeah, he's dying anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna pay 4, and I'm gonna play Perforos. And then I'm going to tap a green and a blue, and I'm going to play Lonis. And then I will play a Perilous Mirror. That'll deal another 2. I am going to cross my fingers and pass the turn.
All right, draw for turn. I'm going to play a Wirewood Lodge.
I did get a clue when I played my Perilous Mirror, by the way.
Scum.
I'm going to run out some Hydras.
I'm gonna
Got those 2 out. They each cost 2. Actually, let's do... I'm going to pay this 4 and the castle, so that'll give me 6 creature mana. And we'll use the last of it for Pelucranos. I don't have to pay any of their colorless because of Gargos and Emerald Medallion. I need to go get a land from the Hydra. We'll pay a 1 for Finned Horn Elves. Yeah, so now we can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 with Nykthos, and 5 with the Cradle, and 2.
Finale Devastation, game's over.
Yeah, that's what I have.
Yeah.
No way.
So 10,
What do
12.
you get, the hoof?
I don't have hoof. This is a Hydra elf tribal. All of my guys get +10/+10 and trample.
Yeah.
And haste, sorry.
See you, Spence. I'm
Oh
gonna
no,
be
they don't
in
get
bed.
trample, but they get haste. So this will cost, because of the medallion, it costs 1 less. I'm putting all this mana in my mana pool. I have 11 in my pool. I have 2 paths. I can make more creatures. They'll get haste, or I could fight Corey's blockers. Either path helps me get there. I think I fight Corey's blockers. It's probably the best path. So I have 11 mana and the emerald for a finale at 10. I will fight your 2 creatures. I will go Finale of Devastation for 12 for 10. X is 10. I'll
Finale
go
of Devastation, big, turn creatures sideways.
Yeah,
Wait.
and then
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know how much more. I don't know how much more thinking there is if we both just said that. There's
Well,
enough
he's
for-
already had
Yeah.
the Cyclonic Rift on me, and then a Supreme Verdict, and then he could fog.
that was
you
like-
know. Yeah.
I had
no.
a single green left. There was nothing I got.
Yeah, I was
Here's
gonna
a
say,
8/8
I think
trampler.
you
That'll
got it.
that'll deal.
There you go.
there's,
Yeah.
Yeah, when you
Yeah,
find my
that's enough.
Perilous Mirror, it deals 2 damage to you. So you know.
So
there's that.
suck on that.
Yeah. There we go. All right, we'll do that, dude.
All right.
And actually,
You know
for
what? I'm just not
fun,
even gonna block.
I'm gonna do the Hydra Omnivore. So it's gonna deal 18 damage to Tuck and then 18
nice.
damage to Corey. So
There you go.
we'll attack with
done.
that.
Hey, I'm at 1 life. I can still win this.
Well, that's the one creature. Yeah. And yeah, so
Wait, hold on. Fight my Perilous Mirror. Can you do that?
yep, I fight both of them. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have the Perilous Mirror do 2 damage to me. So now you can't kill me with combat damage.
Well,
Nice.
that's where the combat. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Oh, the 19 came from combat
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay,
all
never
good.
mind.
Yeah,
Never mind.
Yeah. So I'll swing with these.
Nice.
Well, my Elf Hydra double tribal deck was able to get there by getting some big draw spells, keeping my hand and board full. Overall, though, what did you think of the game? I'd love to hear down in the comments. Also, another big thank you to Chris, Corey, and Tuck for coming on the show today. Go check out them across the socials. I really think it'll be worth your time. As I mentioned before, we hit one of our big milestones of 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube. The other big goal we've had for a while is to get 100 people to join the kingdom by becoming patrons. Our patrons directly support us and get access to our private Discord. If you'd like to continue to see gameplay videos from Kingdoms, consider joining us at $2 a month over at patreon.com/KingdomsTV. On that note, a special thank you to our Samurai patrons, Revolution Gaming, Morton Christensen, Jordan Ritchie, John McManus, Dr. Birdseed, David Siraj, Worthy Glover, and Chris Crowley. You are all the pillars of Kingdoms. With that, thanks so much for watching, and keep it nerdy.